Impressions of this one and where it got away.
Yeah, tough one for us. Give them credit. They took care of home court. It was a dominant win from them, so we'll get home, we'll regroup and get back after. But definitely a tough loss.
When they have your defense in constant rotation like that, how do you approach solving that, guarding that three-point line better?
Well, we got to take ownership in guarding the ball first, controlling the ball a bit better. But they got into the teeth of the defense, got some early threes, and that kind of got us scrambling from there. And then, just the turnovers. And a lot of the turnovers were the illegal screens that they called. I've never seen that many illegal screens, but no excuses on our part. They give them credit. They beat us, took care of home court, and like I said, we got to get back and regroup.
When it comes to being physical, how much of that is a schematic adjustment versus an internal grit adjustment?
It's a little bit of both. They did a good job of putting their hands on us. We did a better job of getting to the free throw line, but they also drove us offensively. So we got to get stops. And defensively, they had us scrambling a bit too much tonight.
Coach, what's the the game plan for as far as switching screens and fighting over screens? It seemed like a lot of that was miscommunicated in the first quarter. I mean, how do you attack that type of game plan in and out, and when they're hitting threes at the clip that they were tonight?
Well, we have to be better, starting with the physicality of steering screens. When they run up in the screens, they're slipping out, they're driving, they're getting downhill. So a bit of it is physicality, a bit of it is communication, but across the board tonight. They drove us. They got threes. We turned the ball over. All things that you can't do against this team.
And why do you think we saw just such a difference defensively from game one to game two with you guys?
I thought they turned up the pressure offensively. They got some early threes, and that opened the floodgates up for them.
Yeah. Did you sense that those early threes impacted kind of effort and things like that as the game went along?
I thought it frustrated us a bit, not being able to get stops. It stopped us from coming down and running our offense. And we predicate ourselves on being able to get stops. Sometimes it can be demoralizing when a team is getting to the teeth of your defense. They're kicking out. They're getting threes. We're in scramble mode. So all things that we'll look at, we'll clean up when we get home.
Brandon had 2 shot attempts at halftime. Just what are you seeing with him right now?
Be more aggressive. We're going to lean into him, be more aggressive, continue to go out and find your rhythm. But collectively as a team, include myself, I'm involved as well. We not our best game.
And what did you see coming out of halftime that allowed him to get going a little bit?
We went to him right away. Just put the ball in his hands and let him start to get a rhythm.
And what did you see? You mentioned the offensive fouls. They ended up being 8 by the end of the night. Just what did you see on those plays?
I saw a lot of flopping, to be honest with you. A lot of flopping.
And just overall, the turnovers, the number one in the league in points off turnovers. What did you see just beyond the offensive fouls, just what they're able to do to kind of disrupt y'all and create those turnovers?
Well, we have to, understand our game plan is when we do have an initial drive, the first initial drive, they're really good defensively. They're all in the paint. They're forcing you to kick it out to the perimeter. And if you try to make interior passes, they're there. So it's a perimeter pass, then it's drive kick from there. So we did a better job of it the first game. Tonight, it got away from us.
And just losing the game by this margin, going into game 3, knowing the stakes that's going to be, over that game was kind of the message to the team.
It's one game. They took care of their home court. That's what they're supposed to do. We wanted to come in and get one. We didn't. Now we regroup, we get home, and we take care of home court.
Coach, it seems like they were running a lot of decoy sets to get you guys to respond to their counters and whatnot. I mean, for you, how hard is it to be able to keep up with a team like that when they're it seems like they're finding solutions to a lot of the things you guys are doing defensively tonight?
It's a matter of a will. Your will. We got to have a will to be more physical, to communicate better. But once they got us scrambling, that makes it tough on our team. So, like I said, we'll get home, we'll regroup, we'll clean it up, and be better the next game.
And we saw Larry go down late. Do you have any update on what's going on with him and the ankle?
Not yet. I know it was his ankle, but I'm not sure how he's doing right now. I'm sure he'll get an image, and we'll go from there.
And just overall at the center position, you guys went JV, Larry a little bit there late. You went small a little bit of Herbert at the 5. What were you kind of searching for there in the second half just to find some answers?
basically trying to keep us out of rotation defensively, see if we can get a smaller group to match up with their ability to play on the perimeter, and then play a bit faster offensively. Yeah, thank you.
Herb, what were some of the differences between what you guys were able to do defensively in Game 1 and in this game tonight?
I think we did a good job of like the point of attack defense, and just limiting the blow-bys and having to rotate. I think our defense got stretched out a little bit, and they made shots early. And it kind of was a snowball effect. Yeah,
I mean, to that point, are you kind of saying that those threes early affected you guys where, maybe the rotations weren't as good, that just the overall defense wasn't good as a result of those early threes?
No, I was saying that, the first game, I think we did a good job of, being in help and not allowing a lot of drives to keep us out of rotations. They made the shots early. I don't think it was bad rotations. I think we was just worried about, too many guys on the perimeter that could make shots.
Yeah, and what's just, the mentality with the team, getting to go back to New Orleans and getting two on your home floor now?
We're focusing on, getting the win.
Herb, you guys, a lot of we talked about in the first quarter, it seemed like, obviously they're doing a lot of screens to try to get you off, some of their best players, with Shea and, J-Dub at times. But for you, how do you decide, whether to fight off the screen or, what are those conversations like, obviously, because some of them led to some open threes today?
It's a lot in the defensive scheme. If we decide to try to keep the matchup, that's what I'll do, and if we don't, I'll go out and execute whatever game plan, we come up with.
And with that team, they're so good, scoring off of turnovers. What did you see tonight, what they were able to do to kind of disrupt y'all and able to, create some of those plays where they can go down to the other end? Yeah,
we had a lot of turnovers early, which hurt us. And you got to give credit. They've been doing that all year. We just got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
In particular, the offensive fouls, what did you see, on those players that, made them just stack up?
I don't talk about no officiating.
It's just with BI only getting 2 shots in the first half. What were they kind of do to disrupt them, and then what were y'all able to do the second half to kind of free him up a little bit more?
I think we did a better job of going to set screens for him. Myself included, I don't think we did a great job of screening earlier to get them open. I think we did a pretty good job of going to screening, setting and holding to get them open, to get them some shots.
Just what's your feel overall, just what a team, just attitude, just kind of belief level is right now coming off a game like this, knowing how big Game 3 is going to be?
We know it's as bad as it was, it's still just one loss. We're just going to show up tomorrow, watch the film, and try to get better and get Game 3 at home.
Yep. I appreciate y'all.
Hey, JV, just, what made it difficult to get stops tonight for most of that game?
They came out physical. They were aggressors. So we kind of, I don't know what to say. Like, we didn't expect them to play that hard, and that's on us. It's not acceptable. It was a shame today.
Yeah, I mean, why did this one just kind of? It looks like it just bothered you. Why did it bother you so much? Just that game.
Say again?
Just why did the effort tonight from you guys, kind of bother you?
Well, sucks losing. More sucks losing like that. We didn't execute. We didn't. All of us. There's no pointing fingers. We all got to be better. That's it.
And they were, one of the best teams at turning other teams over and turning that into points in the regular season. How important was the turnovers tonight in that game being lopsided?
Well, we got to take care of the ball, Also, offensive fouls. We gotta value the ball. We gotta take care of the ball. We didn't do a good job today.
Knowing how much they like to get downhill, how tough does it make it when they're hitting threes like they were earlier in the game and kind of stretches you guys out on defense?
They had a great shooting night, yeah. They had a great shooting night. Hit a couple tough ones, hit easy ones, easy. As I said earlier, we didn't match their physicality on defense. We got to watch the film now. We got to make some adjustments and be better on Saturday. Simple as that. There's no way out. We got to just be better. That's it.
And just what's the main focus going into Game 3, knowing, how important that's going to be in this series?
Main focus for right now? Well, defense. I think also offense, we got to make some adjustments, as I said. We got to watch the film, make some adjustments, see where we can improve, see where we can be better on defense. Timing, spacing on offense, we got to rewind that tape over and over again and see where we can be productive. Because as I said earlier, we all got to be better. That's it. Losing like that sucks. Losing sucks, but losing like that, even more.
And how important is it going to be just to build off of what B.I. was able to do in that second half to finally, get a little bit of a rhythm and start scoring a little bit more?
Well, we all got to get in the rhythm. We all got to get comfortable playing. Right now we kind of, maybe guessing like what I should do, what is my spots, but that comes with physicality. We got to be physical. We got to be really, really physical on offense and on defense. Yeah, he did a great job. Second half, he got it going. A couple easy ones, couple tough ones too. But that's how we play. That's how he generates the offense for us. But it's not about who's making or who's performing. It's about team effort and which team gonna win, right? So we all gotta be in there and win some games.